I am at a loss for words, Vince. I am at a loss of words. Hello, hello, by the way. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be right there. Okay, now I think I'm talking. I can see myself both on YouTube and on Twitch. Hello, everybody. Let me turn on a light. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's not much brighter. And yeah, hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the first day of May. Today is Labor Day here in Italy. I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but it is. The audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. What is this thing? Do I need to listen to my wait? Oh, let's debug the stream on YouTube because we have a problem with the stream on YouTube. What is happening? Okay, what is happening? Let's talk. It doesn't. I'm not sure what that means, but it seems like it's working on YouTube. It seems like it's working on Twitch. So yeah, hello there. Here we are. I was using the lo-fi girl, music to chill, study to, whatever that is, relax and study to, playlist to for the starting soon screen. But then I realized it might actually be copyrighted. So what I'll do is I'll log in with my channel with my account for when I do live streams. And if I think that if I have the Chrome audio on track 2, you shouldn't be able to hear it in the VOD. So you should not get my VOD cancelled. Okay, let me give me a second. Give me a second. Should I have done this first? Probably yes. Chrome audio. Google Chrome. YouTube. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back to full camera. Studio mode, and if I play this now. Okay, perfect. It's also on this. So now I can go to advanced audio properties and just put this one on the second track, which I believe is the music track for Twitch. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think we're fine. Alright. Alright, I think we have it fine. Perfect. We can actually start the stream. Let me figure out. Let me just check if everything is okay. It looks like everything is okay. And yeah, let's how should we approach this? Because I have an idea for a game. I have an idea. I have an idea for a game, but I'm not sure if it's even feasible with time commitment that I want to put into it. Okay. So. Let me go back to this, and let me go to desktop. So this is my Google Docs. I have a very clear idea for what the that is a lie. That is honestly just a lie. I have an idea of what I want the game to be. What is the point of this? I want to make a little game because I want to get my game dev muscles back into shape. I have long given up on my meat muscles, and I wanna get my game dev muscles back. So I'm gonna make this game throughout May. Hey, unarmed battle FK, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. How are you doing? I was saying that was loud, by the way. That was very loud. How do can I lower that volume of that? I don't know. Let's make that a little lower in volume, like -15 seems right. Okay, so I want to make a game that is inspired by Viva Piñata. I don't know how to make the little wave thing on the N on Windows, but I guess that's not a problem. So let's look at let's look for Viva Piñata. Viva Piñata is this game that came out in 2006, but it kind of had a short lifespan as a franchise. And if I pull it up on Wikipedia, yeah, it has a very short lifespan, basically 2 years. But I have a very fond memory of playing the original one at my friend's house on his Xbox, and playing the Nintendo DS one on my Nintendo DS. So let's see if this gives us any information. Basically what this is you are managing a garden, and in this garden you can basically do whatever you want, and you attract animals. You attract some animals that are like happen to be piñatas. I am not gonna go in the piñata thing. I just wanna make a game that is cozy. So Shelfman mentioned indirectly. I wanna make a game where you tend the garden, and by satisfying certain requirements you can get animals to show up, and basically the scope of the game is to collect all animals. I wonder if we should have a lose condition too. Basically my idea is to combine Viva Piñata with Stacklands, and Stacklands I do have on my PC. So let it. Oh my god, that is loud. That is very loud. Okay. Stacklands I do have on my PC, so let's start a new run. Yes, let's start by default. And you get these packs of cards. I am not sure, like, the playing board is gonna, I mean, it's gonna be a 3D game, but the playing board is it's gonna be something like this. You have a limited space, you can expand it, you can basically buy new space, but you're gonna be able to like place things around. I do not know if I want to have something like more roguelite-ish with the cards or not. That is something that I'm gonna have to consider. But basically I don't know, you have an animal that wants maybe a berry to exist. They want a berry to exist on the field to show up. So once you have the berry on the field, now there's a certain chance that at any given point this animal will show up, and they will have a show up requirement and a settle in requirement, basically. So basically, let's give a title to this. Well, what we're gonna have is a game that is inspired by Viva Piñata. Animals. Okay, so level is gonna be a sorry, there's mosquitoes around. A limited sized garden board, basically. Okay. Can be upgraded size. Okay. Props, structures can be placed. Okay. Animals have a show up requirement, have a settle in requirement. And this show up requirement, this is taking huge inspiration from Viva Piñata, of course, because that is the game I'm being inspired on for this project. Could be plants, crops, and structures. Could be other animals. And we're gonna have to model this. We're gonna have to create a modular enough system that is nothing is like strictly hard coded. Okay, so we have this, have a settling requirement, and this could be just the same. So okay, and this is basically it. On time, basically what we're gonna have, passing of time or events. And hey Lynx, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. How's your day going? How's your day? Is it Labor Day there too? We're doing some Labor Day game dev because when we're not working, I'm working on something new, I guess, now. Kubio, welcome, you too. How are you doing? Guys, it's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see you. Yeah, welcome. Welcome. I am slowly coming back to my roots. It's gotten to a point where, at least to me, it's a meme. But I want to do stuff. I was actually I was actually thinking it's been a while. Yeah, absolutely. Got back into Fallout 4. I think Lynx has been watching the new Fallout show. Is it on Netflix or Amazon? I'm not sure, but you've been watching the new Fallout show, because my brother was watching that too, and he says it's the same as the game. Like it just plays out as you would play the game. We just got a PS5 and you're playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time. Dude, that's awesome. I have never played Kingdom Hearts, but I've always been like enticed by it. Like, it looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun. There's also new content for... Oh, that's huge. Wow. Okay. Okay. I just got Fallout 76, I believe, which is the one that was aided when it came out, because it was free with Twitch Prime, I guess, with Prime Gaming. And also, Aya, welcome. Yes, I want to make a game, and I want to make a game that I have something to show for before June. I have some content creation plans, some rebranding, and some ideas that are gonna happen in June, and I want to have something to show for it when this happens. And I want to make a game that is also small, that I can be done with by the end of the year. So I'm gonna make a little cozy. I'm gonna take a page out of Shelfman's book, and I'm gonna make a cozy game, which is very narrow in scope, and it's inspired by Viva Piñata, because the other day I think I just woke up and I had this image in my mind. I had this image in my mind, just playing Viva Piñata on my DS when I was 8. And I was like, you know what? Let's make a little game about tending a little garden. Let's have a game where you can curate a little garden and maybe some animals show up, and you have to catalog all of the animals. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge game. I'm gonna have 150 animals. I don't know. No, I'm opting for something small. I wanna release something. Just release it, and we'll see. We'll see. Do better, mashup games. Do better, 300 animals. You know what? We can go infinite. We can. I mean, there's a point there to be made for. Yeah, let's make a procedural generation to generate infinite animals even. But yeah, let's keep things small. Let's keep things small. I know that was a joke, but you know what? Don't. In Italian, you would say, "Don't put the flea in my ear." I don't know if that translates. Let's see. Let's say nell'orecchio. How would you say it in English? It doesn't translate. Yeah, I mean, Okay, I know you translate like this. Does it? Does it work? Do you use that too in English? I don't know. Just don't give me the idea, basically. Zero animals. You have to imagine them, guys. Uh. Gamedev speedrun. Create. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. I don't remember how Unity works. This is the game scene. The game view. Bomb. Game done. We have the garden. Animals. All here. Thank you, Aya. The real game dev genius. That's raw speed. Did that right there. Yeah. Harvest the animal for the organs. I actually thought about that because in Viva Piñata, the animals are piñatas. So when you, I guess, kill them, they burst up into candies. So I actually thought of going a little gory, and instead of like them being candies, because that would be blatant plagiarism, I thought, you know what, you could actually do something to these animals, and I don't know. We'll see where it goes. It can go cozy or it can go gory, I guess. And we'll see where it goes. For now, I mean, I'm planning on doing some little streams now. Also, it's been an hour. How has it been an hour since I started this? It doesn't make any sense. I haven't gotten anything done. But yeah, this is the idea. So I'm just writing down what the requirements are. Oh yeah, and I have this game pulled up because I mean, the playing field is gonna be something like this. The game is gonna be 3D, but I was thinking maybe, I mean, there's gonna be some sort of currency you're gonna use to buy like the little things you can put in the garden. For example, a tree, whatever. What if it's like booster packs? I don't know. I'm just playing around with ideas. But yeah. It's a cozy game that slowly gets dark. That would actually be fire. I might actually use that idea. maybe cozy into gory / dark. How do you say gory? Like this? Dark? The cozy game into gory game pipeline is real. It's like one of those corners of YouTube where you start watching Stardew Valley and I don't know where you end up. I don't really know any gory games. They scare me. They scare me so much. But yeah, basically what I think is like day night cycle is optional. I think actually day night cycles, we have the day night cycle, and what I was thinking is every X second a in-game minute passes. I know, crazy ideas. I know, never seen before, but we are here to innovate, right? We are here to innovate. Triggers events such as animals showing up. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to write. Well, like cozy game with influence from Animal Farm. That would be scary. that would be hella scary. And but yeah, I mean, the cozy game into gory dark might be some inspiration, I guess. Like, Inscription has never been a cozy game. It doesn't start as a cozy game. But, you know, like, that subversion that you think you're playing a game and then it turns out to be, like, a completely different game. And I think it would be pretty fun. And the idea is for this to be done early. Or for this to be done by the 1st of June. If you're on Twitch, you will see Melee 1 of 31 in the title. And I guess that explains itself. It's self-explanatory, how you would say. Pineapple on pizza. I am a huge. This is the wrong chat to shit talk pineapple on pizza, because I am the biggest fan. No, to say that I'm the biggest fan is maybe a little exaggerated. Is this loading? Is this not loading? Okay, it's loading. But let's see. I already have made a game where there's pineapple on pizza. I cannot. I mean, this is barely a game, to be fair. Where is pineapples? Okay, there they are. But yeah, please do not unfollow for this. Do not unfollow for the pineapple on pizza statements. I know it's a brave thing to say, especially as an Italian. I could get my license revoked. But yeah, that's basically it. So this is the title. This is the features, requirements, I don't know what. And this is the what to do now. I don't have a Trello set up for this. I do not want to bore you with setting up a Trello, because that is not interesting to do by myself. So I'll spare you that. And let's figure out what to do today. I think I have an hour still, so let's get this done and then let's work on it tomorrow. And we have Gamedev in the chat. Oh, hi, thank you for the video. Which video? Last time I was inspired by a game about merge. What did you do? And also made my own game. I mean, that's amazing. I am really glad whenever people say they're inspired about a video I made, or a video I made helped them. So yeah, I mean, that's great. That's great. Well, there's a game called Pineapple on Pizza that had a moment in the sun. What? Oh, wait. Is it the one with the island? Is it the one that is on? I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched it or played it. I watched it. I spoiled it to myself. Is it the one? Yes. Okay, I think I saw a video. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Once you made a game with pineapple and pizza, there is no going back. Yeah, Kubia, do not tell the... I was gonna say Italian police, but I mean, Italian police is actually a thing here. We just call it police. But do not tell Italian Twitter about it, or they are gonna come after me. Spare. Me pretending I'm relevant. Okay, jokes aside. Jokes aside. I think the first thing to do... The first things to do... I think before we have anything, we need to have a level, a camera controller, and a... one would say... placement system, I guess. These are the biggest things for me at the moment. So, camera controller. I would say the first thing I want to do. We're not gonna have a player. I'm so obsessed with player controllers. I'm not gonna have a player controller. Like, there's not gonna be a character. It's just gonna be zoomed out, top down, 3/4, whatever you want to call it. So we're just gonna pan the camera around and maybe add some mouse controls for it, but maybe at a later moment. Camera controller. Level play area, I guess. So constraining the camera movement to a level play area. And then I would say placement system are the things that we want to do now. So we want to be able to place objects. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna make use of assets. For example, this is gonna tie right into a save system. For this, I'm gonna use Easy Save 3. Have I ever used it? Nope. Am I gonna learn how to do it today? Nope, probably, but in the next few days, I'm gonna have to. and I just wanna go as fast as I can. I wanna get the game out, and I do not care on reinventing the wheel. I'm gonna use some assets and maybe going on down in the like the progress in the process. I will replace the assets that I use with new things and things I make myself. And by assets, I don't mean the art part. That is funny, and I want to make that myself. But if I can cut out some of that pizza from the work, that doesn't make it. It's not a good analogy. If I want to save some work by using pre-made code for common things, I'm gonna feel free to do it. Okay, okay. Let's pretend that we have this. Whoop. Okay. Also, bear in mind, if you think you've come here to see a competent game developer actually know what they're doing, you will be very disappointed in me. I do not remember how to use Unity. For example, why is my inspector so large? Why is my inspector taking up so much of my screen? It doesn't make any sense. Le Gasp. Yeah, I have not been doing much game dev. Like, this is what I've been up to. Wait, you cannot see it. This is what I've been up to in the last year. Web dev. I've been doing web dev. Okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do backend stuff, but I cannot, for the love of me, do Unity anymore. So we're gonna learn together, you know? We're gonna go on a journey together, make a game, discover how it works, and then go back to clickbaiting YouTube, saying I made this in a week, but it's actually been a month, and I have had to learn everything from the start again. Web dev is pretty dope. Yeah, I love web dev. I actually love web dev, and I'm actually really happy that Unity now has where you can see my pop-ups. The Unity basically has the new UI toolkit, which is much inspired by web dev, because I hate doing UI in Unity, and I think that after 2 years basically just doing web dev, that is gonna be easy. But I've not used it yet, so we'll see how it goes. Eknemi in the chat on YouTube. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Okay, so how I think I'm gonna approach this is I'm gonna have a cursor, and the camera is gonna follow the cursor. So create empty, and we can call this player cursor. Is it large enough on the screen? I don't know if I can make the font larger, but yeah. What game am I playing? I am not playing a game. I am not playing a game. This is the Unity engine, and I am starting the development of a game from scratch. Basically, this is the idea of the game I want to make, and we are gonna try and make it today. I mean, it's not gonna be a thing. Wait, I forget that I have my scenes set up in a certain way. We have an idea of a game that is inspired by Viva Piñata, and which is a franchise of games that had a life basically from 2006 to 2008, and we're gonna make a small game like it, and it's gonna be fun. We're playing the game of life, says Kubia. Yeah. To be fair, I mean, we're playing that quite constantly. Speaking of, yours truly is now old as fuck. Officially old. I'm 25. I turned 25 2 days ago, and has hit me hard. I have insulted at least a couple of people in the chat. But we're now all the same. We're now old the same. Ha! See that? What I did? Okay, I'll shut up. Okay, the cursor is now position 0. Let's create a player cursor script. We are going to. I'm thinking. You know what? let's organize things right away. A scripts folder. For now, we're just gonna put them here. For now, we're just gonna put them here, and we're going to see how it goes. Look at that. Look at how professional I am. Automatic scene switch system. I don't know. Professional streamers, by the way. You haven't invited us 24-year-olds, of which you are definitely part of. Definitely, yeah, Cubs. Could be like the one meme. What Disney Channel show is it where you have the principal of the school with the skateboard deck on his shoulder? How are you doing, fellow kids? How are you doing, fellow 24-year-olds? Okay, player cursor, namespace. Let's go springpunk dot viva piñata game. For now, let's just do it like this. I'm thinking. Okay, let's do something like this. I don't have my any specific. I'm looking for the word. Convention that I use for namespaces. So I'm just gonna put the mono behaviors in components. Okay, so for now we're just gonna handle everything in this class. We're probably gonna separate the input and the logic down the line. So I'll do separate input and logic down the line. Okay. Private float move speed base is equal to 6. Let's go say I usually use 6. I think. Header input. So we're gonna move this here. Serialize field private string. We're gonna call it input axis horizontal, and we're gonna go serialize field input axis vertical. Also, by the way, Cubes, have you been up to any game dev? Have you been up to learning a little bit of Godot, or have you been too busy for that? I mean, it's understandable, but just curious because you mentioned quite a while back. I was thinking about it yesterday, I think. Having a dream ARPG in mind. Okay. Private. Let's call it vector2. Get movement input. And we can call this float. You know what? Let's also store. Let's actually store the movement input somewhere. Gamedev me. What? Yeah, you drop it for now. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Oh, I mean, I cannot judge you. Wait, the monitor you see that way. I'm here now after 2 years trying to learn Unity again. Ridwan Suffer Ali. I'm sorry, Ridwan. I don't wanna butcher your name. I apologize for that. I'm also cold, so you can hear my voice a little nasal. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. What's up? I'm doing pretty well, thank you. I am trying to stream every day for the entire month of May. And I forced myself to go live today, and I'm happy that I did. Happy to see all these familiar and new faces. And I'm starting a new game, so I'm doing pretty well, thank you. How about you? Are you doing well? Frieza, even after classes, I can't understand a single line. Okay, this is a very good question. I might actually get this into a short. Even after classes, I can't understand a single line. XD, but like the sad XD. Classes give you the basis to start learning, but if you want to learn, especially coding, you have to do it a lot. You have to code and code and code, and that actually, like, once you start coding, you understand like what classes gave you, but you have to practice it, but and to learn it. It's the only way. It's honestly the only way. Stored. You didn't ask for advice. I know. I'm sorry. I'm the king of unsolicited advice. Everyone is subscribed. I really appreciate that. Can I somehow share a link with you so I can rate your game? Yes, please do. I'm gonna work another 30 minutes on this. At least get the cursor moving and the camera following it, and then I'm gonna rate your game. Is that fine with you? And thanks for the tip. I'm glad you appreciated it. Bracky's coming back gets me excited. Yeah, Coops, I am super excited and super happy Bracky's back. The only thing, and I'm a huge Godot lover. I am a fan of Godot. I use Unity. You know I use Unity. I like Unity, and I know that. So I will keep using Unity, but I'm a huge fan of Godot. My only problem with Bracky's coming back is that a specific subset of the Godot crowd, which are the ones that get into your comments and say, just use Godot instead of using Unity. Or on Twitter, they are just super salty against Unity. All of that is gonna get so much worse. Every day you've got this. Yeah, it's gonna be some of the streaming is gonna be on Watip. Some of this is gonna be on Malimor. It's just what I feel like doing that day, but I'm gonna try and do every day for May and then get to a more normal schedule from then on. I'm headed into the library and don't have a phone, so I gotta go. Dude, nice to see you, and have a good time at the library. If you play Minecraft hardcore and make it hard mode, and you will gain. So I should make Minecraft from scratch and make it hardcore. That is a great idea, but I think it's overscoped with respect to how much time I'm willing to put into it at the moment. I'm in my last semester of university. I'm getting a master's degree in computer science and management engineering. So right now I do not have the time to do that. But maybe down the line, you know what? It's gonna be. I can put an URL. It seems like only you should see it. You know what? It's if it is on itch. Put your itch name and the latest part of the URL, or just put some spaces in the URL and you post them. If you want just me to see it, I will. You know what? Let's talk about the link. If you don't want other people to see it, let's wait until like for another 25 minutes, and otherwise, you just post it in the chat. I think you're fine. You use Godot instead of Unity. Godot is the moral choice, obviously, of course, Coops. But fine, I'm absolutely on your part, but I like Unity and I will keep using Unity. X equal to input dot get access. Get access, and we're gonna go horizontal. Float y is gonna be input dot get access vertical, and we're gonna say perfect. I hope you graduate. I mean, I hope that too. I know. Sorry. Yeah. I understood you were sarcastic. You were being sarcastic, but there's some truth to what you're saying, and you were not angsty enough in the way you said it for me to play into the like to take enough time. Like, I was low in understanding you were sarcastic, but I know you didn't mean it with angst. I'm just getting back to it. My brain has not woken up yet. Take care, dude. Yeah, it was very nice to see you though. It was very nice to see you in chat. Also, I have one thing to. I'll text you. I'll text you one thing because I have one thing. And good luck. Read one. So far, I really don't want to butcher your name. See you. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so stored input vector is equal to that. Perfect. Now, vector 2, velocity. So let's go. You know what? Let's go. Vector 2, input vector. Input dir is equal to get movement input. Input velocity is gonna be input dir dot normalized time move speed base for now, and we're gonna go stored input vectors is equal to input direction, and we're gonna go with another line, go stored velocity. Also, let's change this. Wait, how do you rename in Visual Studio like this? Stored input direction. It's better. Astronaut, hello. I have no clue what's happening. How are so many people coming in, and they have no clue what's happening? I wonder if my title is not clear enough. Welcome. You're not the first. You're not the first. We're making a game. I have. I want to make a game that is inspired by Viva Piñata, which you might not have heard of, but which is a game I hold on to dearly. You don't code. How is this happening? Isn't the title live game dev? Yeah, live game dev. Oh, I don't know. You're welcome. I mean, if you don't understand the code, I can explain it to you. We are calculating the input. This is a function that returns the value of the input, for example, WASD. We return it into like a compressed form, so it goes around in one single piece. We calculate the velocity of movement by multiplying that direction, so WASD, forward and right, by a speed variable, speed value. And now we're gonna move like a little ball on the screen that we're gonna follow with the camera, and it's gonna allow us to have like a player controller basically for this game. This is a game development channel. The one on YouTube, the one on Twitch is more variety. But you're welcome. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to. Game development is very fun, so you're welcome to look into it, be inspired. But even if you're not interested, you're welcome. How is your day? Also on Twitch, Unarmed Battle FK. Hello. Sorry if you offer promotion, I'm gonna lose my marbles. Hello. Sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion. I just saw the opportunity to use my rubber chicken. You were chilling. I'm sorry. I probably disrupted your chilling. Let me ban. You are sorry. You are bothering, but I don't think you are. So you get banned from the chat. All right. Let's go back to the game dev. No, you're good. I'm calling a nerd too. Not calling me a nerd? Dude, don't worry. I'm here. You see the background of my room. I have 2 monitors here. I am a huge fucking nerd. At some point you just embrace it. Stored velocity, so don't worry. What we want to do is basically, I guess for now, yeah, let's cache transform. So since you are not a game dev, this is the Unity engine. Is one engine. Is basically a software that allows you to create game easier than by just writing the entire thing in code. It takes care of a lot of things. And we have this object. It doesn't have like a look to it, but we can actually for debugging purposes, we can give it a sphere. Okay, now we have this little sphere, and let's remove the collider. And you have heard of that. It seems really cool. It's very cool. There's plenty of engines. You will hear a lot of opinions. They're all good. Just the same. They excel at different things. And Unity is the one I use and the one I know. And we're basically getting in, and it provides a lot of functions. So for example, the input that get axis, for example, horizontal for me is A and D, or the arrow keys. This is something that I would have to code myself, but since I'm using Unity, it provides it for me. And it also provides, for example, a transform component. Private transform. Don't mind the code. Don't mind the code. It provides a transform component, and this basically allows us to modify the position, for example, or the rotation of our object in the world. So transform is equal to base.transform. Okay, so we cache that for performance. You don't care about it. And we can go transform.translate. And this is the velocity, I guess. This is it. Relative to, I guess we don't care about that. Relative to, we don't care about that. I think this is fine. We might have to multiply this by time.delta time. Basically, we want to scale the movement. So we are calculating the input direction. We're normalizing it, which means basically projecting. Can you see this? I'm just explaining everything because I like explaining. Paint. Whoop. If this is our input plane, and this is the X and this is the Y component, and you press W, W is here. Okay, W is here, and D, for example, is here. If you press both W and D, it would go to something like this. You see, but this vector is much longer. If this is 1 and this is 1, this basically the length of this would be square root of 2, which is of course greater than 1. So what we want to do, we normalize it, which means we just, you might actually know, I might be explaining for no one, but we want to take the radius of a unit circle so that this is just as long, and it doesn't move, so you don't move faster going diagonally. You might try that. What is it called? It's called Unity, like people living in Unity. But there's plenty. I mean, you can look around. I love Unity. I love that so much. Like, I've been using this since 2016. And even though the company behind it is kind of shitty, the game engine itself is great. Okay? And you can see that it's now working. Now, I wanted to move on the plane and I made an error. I know what error, what mistake I made, why it's moving on, why I know why it is moving like this on the vertical plane. Because now I have this vector 2 for the velocity, which is basically just x and y, but y is vertical. So we need to put the y on the z plane, basically. Ugh, it's a mess. I hope I understand. I said that correctly. So let's go vector 3, velocity 3D, and we go like this, and go velocity.x, and we don't want it to move on the y-axis. So now instead of putting like this, we put it like this. And if you watch it, now this is going to move on the right plane. And I mean, you don't code, so any coding, this is true for every kind of coding, but coding is very cool. I am not trying to get you into coding. I also don't like this movement. I'm gonna just go with raw. I do not want to force you into coding, of course, or peer pressure you into coding, but coding is very fun. Coding is very fun, and I think everybody should at least try it once. Okay, I mean, this seems to work. Now let's make it so that the camera follows the player. So let's go here and go private transform camera transform, and let's make it so that the camera can follow the player. Lead code not so fun, GG. Depends what your mindset is. I can see that. I have fun on lead code. I have not done DSA in a long time, so yeah, it depends. I agree, it depends, but sometimes it might be fun. Then maybe I might be sick in the head, and I used to do lead code for fun on break. When I was working as a web developer, I would code the TypeScript during work time, and then during my break I would go lead code problems in Python. But that might be my problem. Yes, sick in the head. Fair enough, Timothy. Fair enough. How are you doing, guys? By the way, welcome to the stream. And yeah, it's C#. I'm coding it for Unity, so that's what we're using. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for now is just gonna save the offset. Private vector 3. I'm gonna put it here. Camera offset. Vector 3.0. And let's go camera transform is equal to camera dot main dot transform private vector 3 get camera offset. What do you guys do? What kind of coding do you guys do? Because if you're on lead code, you're probably preparing for interviews for some coding job, and you've seen that that's the only way to get hired is to have a huge lead code profile. Or you just hate yourself, I guess. Even though I just said it was fun. Camera return camera transform dot position transform dot position, and this is gonna if not camera transform or not transform return vector 3.0. Let's avoid any errors. They say it will be interesting backend work, but it's just CRUD, REST API, and databases. I mean that's backend work for you. Yeah, fair. You know what? Fair enough. But you know what? Maybe the industry you're going to work in is interesting, so you kind of get some of that as a byproduct. But you know what? Yeah. Unless you're doing the application part, the application part. But yeah, I'm copying all this code, stealing my idea, dude. This code is not that high quality to steal, but I don't know how. Like, feel free to. Like, this is free real estate. It's on the internet. I would rather you stole it than some random person. I always think about Gamedev. Grass is greener. Wait. Let's just do a small Google search. State of game dev industry. Let's go for 2 images. I thought it would be worse. Nah, it depends what you want to do in game dev, but it's a weird situation now. I think you're gonna get higher pay if you do backend work. The AI already has a Steam app ready for it. Dude, you are fast. You really wanted to burn through $100, right? Camera offset is equal to get camera offset. Okay. Now what we want to do is I'm probably gonna do I'm probably gonna do like wait to actually reply to Timothy. Grass is like work is gonna be work, so you just need to find a job that you don't hate. That this is my opinion as someone that has worked for like self-employed for a while and as a 1 year of corporate, like not corporate but like company work experience. So take this with a grain of salt. I am not the one qualified to give work advice, but you have to find a job that you don't hate, I think, at least like as a bare minimum, and then try to do anything else. And look towards like a job that you love more and more. But yeah, for anyone in chat, this is a joke, but I do feel nah. You know what? You are kind of safe. I think in this chat you are safe just because nobody's gonna read it. But I feel there's a lot of people who are afraid to stream because people will steal their work idea. That's true. I think that's true. But yeah. I have this one conviction. Conviction is not the right word. I have this one thing I'm convinced of, is that there is going to be someone in the world that is able to make what I'm making 10 times faster than I am. So if somebody wants to steal it, no matter what I do, they're gonna be able to. And at some point I'm gonna have to share this. I do not have funds behind me to support me in my development, so I'm gonna share it on Twitter. Somebody wants to steal it, they steal it from Twitter. So exactly, ideas are overvalued. Exactly. And this code is shit code that I should have written by like 30 minutes ago. So I guess I agree with you, like it's fine. Okay, and okay, now we move the cursor. We're probably gonna have to like clamp movement to do clamp movement within play area. Now we're gonna go and go void late update. I like my visibility to be explicitly stated. And we're gonna move the camera, so we're basically just gonna say target vector 3 target camera position is equal transform dot position plus offset plus camera offset. We're gonna keep a fixed camera offset for now. Okay, so basically I have the offset here. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And we're just gonna go and say float distance. We're gonna go target camera position camera transform dot minus that square magnitude. Okay, if distance is less than, for example, 1, like this, we're gonna say distance camera target camera position. I cannot type today. Is equal. No, it's the opposite. I can today. I am really struggling at typing. That's bad. Okay. Or we should probably do wait for this and go before we do this. I'm thinking, you know what, actually else we go camera transform dot position is equal to vector 3 dot lerp, and we go camera transform dot position. So let's go back to 3 current camera position. Okay. Now we take this and we plop it into here. We take this and we plop it into here. Target and camera movement smoothing, which we don't have. So go here and go serialize field, range 0 to 1, private float is equal 0.5f for example. Something like this, I don't know. Hey, not Enon, what is this? This is a Gamedev stream. I think it says in the title. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry for the smug answer. I don't know coding, but seeing people like you being passionate about their work makes me want to support people like you. Anyways, here's a sub. Dude, thank you. I don't know why it's not showing up on the screen. I thought it would show up, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the spirit with which you came in. You came in with. I'm trying to figure out English. Does this work? Is this C#? Yes, this is Unity. I'm making a game in Unity. Yo, look at this. This is working. That's crazy. Okay. I have not. Oh. It's here. Let's make it lower. Oh, wow. We're gonna have to. Okay, this is exactly how I wanted it. I'm not sure if it's good that the value that I wanted is like 100th, but like 10 elevated to the -2 power. But yeah, this is exactly what I wanted, and what I'm gonna do now is gonna take the camera and whoop, whoop, and I'm also gonna say, wait, I'm also gonna say. In the start method, I'm just gonna say camera transform dot look at transform dot transform. I think that this is fine. You have Unity, but you don't know how to code in it. Let me go back. This is C#. Yes, this is C#, and you use C# to code in Unity. It's like every engine is gonna have a is gonna have a language that they're gonna use for scripting, and Unity has C#, so that's right. And sorry, I explain things assuming the person I'm explaining it to is not familiar with it. I don't want to sound condescending, but yeah, and you don't know how to code in it. There's one way to learn. No, of course it depends on whether you want to or not, but I am a huge fan of the learn by doing approach. There's no better way to learn, right, than just having a little goal set for you and code it and try to get it done, like coding or like even knitting a glove. Here you have it. Okay, let me look at the ball here. So now we're gonna basically, it starts, it looks at the ball automatically, and we can move. For now, I think for today this is all. This is very little, by the way. This is very little, but this is the time I had today. So we talked a little bit, we set up the project, we defined the requirements, and for today, this is enough. Again, I'm gonna stream for the entire month of May every single day, be it on Twitch, on the Malimar channel, or this channel. It depends whether I'm gonna do Gamedev or whatever else. I'm working towards a major rebrand of this channel at the start of June, So we're gonna do something like that. And to reply to your question, what is this game about? Uh, I woke up a couple of days ago, and I had this image, sort of, not this exact image, but sort of, in my mind. I have this vivid memory of being 8 and playing Viva Pinata Pocket Paradise on my DS. And yeah, this is I'm gonna make a game that is inspired partly. I'm gonna be a small cozy game inspired by Viva Pinata. You're gonna tend the garden and see little animals pop up. I guess so. Love XA444 drooling through UI right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you in Unity first thing first? And if so, are you using the old method or the new method, the new UI toolkit? Because I used to hate UI so much until I became a web developer. I love doing front-end web development so much. So I'm really looking forward to trying out the new UI toolkit that is now production ready, I believe. And yeah, so the game is inspired by Viva Pinata. It's gonna have a limited size game board that can be upgraded, and you will be able to place props and structures. Basically, animals will show up. They have requirements to show up, so some plants or structures, whatever, in your garden have to be there for them to show up. Or it could be other animals. For example, in Viva Pinata, you get the little bird by having a little worm. And they also have settled-in requirements. And the objective is gonna be to have seen all of them at some point. And maybe we have something cooking, but we've just been throwing ideas around. I'm gonna give credit to Aya for this idea. And yeah. The passing of time and events is gonna be dictated by a day-night cycle, and every X seconds is gonna mark a minute in the game. And at any minute or at specific times of day, animals are gonna show up, like check the requirements and show up. Basically, lore. We don't have any lore yet. So if you want to come up with some lore, once we have, I mean, this is a little to have lore. I guess this is not inspiring, but we can think about it. I think if we go gory, if we go dark, we can figure out something that is cool. But yeah, no credit needed. Thank you, Aya. You are... How do you say mañanimo? I don't know how to speak English. I'm so sorry. And you also do web dev. Dude. Twinsies. I don't know how to say. I'm so bad. I've not streamed in 2 months. Almost. And I need to relearn the entire craft. Howdy, Tabasco. Howdy. How are you doing? Welcome. By the way, everybody, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not used to streaming on YouTube too, but I've started lately. I have my chats here, Twitch on the left, YouTube on the right, and I've been happy to see some activity in both of them. You will excuse me for a minute? I'll be right back. You subscribed! Thank you! Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, actually. For those that don't know me, which I assume is most people, stream not ending cool. Stream is ending in probably 10 minutes. But for those that don't know me, I used to make game dev videos, but then um I just got burnt out. I moved to web development. I have not made videos about web development, and I'm now coming back. I then been off YouTube because I'm still in my master's degree. I'm getting a master's degree. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. I hate it. And now I'm coming back, so it's very nice to come back and see people excited about it. Oh gosh, requirement checks. The old game I made needs less of those, lol. Dude, I am actually very excited to do that, because the small games I made before do not have requirement checks or any of those things. And I've been really enticed by something like, for example, you might have heard of them, Super Autopets, or of Balatro. But I mean, you have heard of Balatro, right? You have. But either that or Super Autopets, for example, there's something that fascinates me so much about having like a little time, like you compute a little timeline with all these events that trigger based on some requirements, and they affect each other. I mean, this is gonna be much simpler. This is gonna be on a much simpler scale. But yeah, the modeling of that has been really intriguing to me. I have not tried it yet, but I'm actually very excited to try it. And like, this is gonna be okay. A minute passes, and maybe I just go through the animals and see which ones can spawn, and spawn one if it wants to. Like, I don't know. I have not thought about it. This thing started. This idea has just slightly longer than, how long have I been live for? Than an hour 20 minutes. Wait, what was that game? This was based off of Cold. I can show you. Let me make sure I do not make a mess. I can show you. This is Viva Piñata is called. It's a game that came out. Trailer. It's a game that came out for the Xbox in 2006. Let's make sure I don't have an ad playing. Okay. In the beginning. Sorry for the loud volume. There was a piñata. I forgot the music. This is so nostalgic. My game is gonna be so much smaller in scope. Okay, it doesn't explain much. Basically, you tend the garden, and by tending the garden, you attract different animals. And these animals just come in. Viva Piñata, an absolute party game. The party game was like a spin-off. I think it was like Party Piñatas. I'm basing my game off like the original one, which is more of a management game, I would say. I would define it. It came out in 2006 for the Xbox, then again in 2007, 2008, and the latest release, but also like the final, was on a Nintendo DS, which is, I played the Xbox One at my friend's house. I didn't have an Xbox, and I played the DS one on my DS. It's up to you. I'm here for the ride. For me, one super amateur game dev to another. Dude! I appreciate that. Welcome. Make like a dark cave that is hard to get in, and make like some scary lore around it. That might actually be fun. It might actually tie in with a gory, dark, like spin that we might put on it. That's a cool idea. Thank you. All right. It is actually, unfortunately, now time for. Wait, I have a notification. Okay, someone went live. It is now time for me to say goodbye. But yeah, you can find me for the entire month of May. You can find me every day, either live on this channel or my Malimore channel. But every day I'm gonna be live on Twitch at the link down in the description. I'm just gonna be alternating. When I do game dev, I'm gonna be here. When I do other stuff, I'm gonna be streaming as Malimore. But you might not care about it. I don't blame you. I and let's go W Malimore the IA on Twitch chat. And yeah, see you next time. I don't know how to end the stream with a double stream setup, so I hope I just need to press this button. See ya, and see you next time.